The other thing that happens on install day is obviously going there and putting it together, so let's go. And that is a wrap. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shareen. I'm an interior designer in New York City, and today we are going to talk about install day, one of my favorite. Install day is what interior designers call the day that you do an actual installation and you put together and compile your finished project. What a lot of people don't know is when you're watching HGTV, for example, the design that was put together doesn't necessarily include everything that you see on the television. There are finishing touches that are staged and set up and vignettes that are created, and it's specifically in order to entice the client to spend more, but also it's the things that add value to the design. And so those are things that we prep for and prepare for on the day of. Usually install date is also photography day, and so you want to make sure that you have everything as pristine as possible. So let's talk about the things that a designer will bring in order to make sure that your install day runs smoothly. One of the new things that I will have for my installations is my UV wand. If you watched my video on my entryway, you saw the UV wand that I keep at my doorway. If you didn't, I'm going to link it right here. You can check it out. This particular one is a portable one. I usually use this for travel. It's very easy to clean up things like the remote control or the seat in the airplane. But when I get to my install, it also helps me clean up things that I might have purchased last minute in order to stage. I won't necessarily have time to wipe everything down, as we all need to do, and sanitize and disinfect, but this wand is my saving grace. Some additional items I take are my water bottle, some erasers, my level, and lighting. Especially for staging projects, I always take additional lighting to make sure I have the right ambient lighting, some mount stickers that are double-sided tape in order to secure those, and also some other 3M stickers. Something else that we won't want to overlook is a lint brush. When you're looking at a photo of an interior design studio or something that was prepped and staged for you, it has definitely been lint rolled. This one is called Flint. I'm not affiliated with them, but I've been using this one for years. It is compact, it fits very easily in my install case, and when you unscrew it like this, that's how you reveal the actual lint brush, and you can rip off the sheet and roll. You want to make sure that you lint roll any dark fabrics and ensure that it doesn't have any sort of lint. Obviously for day-to-day living, you're not going to sit down and lint roll your sofa every day, but if you want to know why a designer space looks better than your space, it's because we took extra time to do things like that. After lint rolling, I could use one of two things. Something like this or a boar's head brush. What is she using a boar's head brush or this little thing for, you might ask? This is in order to brush stripes or lines on any velvet, any velour fabrics. You want to make sure that it looks really nice and clean. The last thing you need is that imprint of like somebody who was just sitting in the seat. Like that does not make a good shot. So you want to grab these guys, or you want to grab a brush if you're in a pinch and just brush it down or brush it back depending on which way the grain of that particular fabric goes. You want to be sensitive to the type of fabrics that you're using because in some cases you want to ensure that you're not making it worse. My recommendation is that you really invest in your fabrics when you're doing purchases, and as a result you'll be able to lint roll or brush or squeege those fabrics and get it to have a really nice and solid finish. This here is a Tide-to-Go pen. So you might come into stains, and as I was talking about fabrics just now, your Tide-to-Go could be a saving grace, but if you have a more sensitive or luxury fabric like a silk or something along those lines, you will want to stick to baby wipes, and that is a secret weapon. Baby wipes will get almost anything out of anything. A great trick for removing certain stains from fabrics is actually rubbing the fabric against itself. So let's say you had these fabulous window treatments, like I have these orange window treatments behind me right now. If someone had walked up to them with some chocolate or something and touched it, I could actually grab just a dab of water, put it on the window treatment, and then grab a piece of the curtain, rub it against itself, and that will release all of the dirt in the chocolate that was touched. Now obviously that needs to sit to dry, so it's not something that you can do 5 minutes before a party if you have people coming over, but it would be a nice trick in order to make your house look a tad bit more pristine in case you ran into a pickle. This is also something that's very important for install day. It is a pair of shears. Shears are different from scissors. Scissors will cut paper, perhaps, and shears cuts fabric. This is important because you might end up with different types of threads or lining that's hanging out that you need to touch up in the end, and shears helps with that. The other thing you could do is there's like a hem tape, and I'll show you a picture of it. It's a double-sided tape. You can put it on the bottom of any fabric that you didn't have a chance to hem, and you'll be able to bring it up off the floor. Remember, your curtains should be touching the floor, grazing the floor, but not rolling all over the floor, and they definitely should not be above the floor because nobody wants curtains that look like they're in a flood.
I don't know about you, but I am hungry. The other thing I have on install day is something to eat. So I'm gonna grab a quick pizza. My preference is barbecue chicken usually, and this has a barbecue sauce drizzle. Yes. Anyway, back to our regular schedule program. So this is my cleaning kit. It is from Muji. It has all of the compact pieces that I need in order to make sure the spaces are clean, including this stainless steel wipe. This comes in handy to wipe down any appliances. I have an eraser. This actually came with the away luggage, and a level to make sure that any of the pictures that are hung are straight. And I mentioned these stickers earlier, but there's a closer look.
Okay, she's a little bit tired. That was a day. Thank you for joining me today. It was a long one. You could have been anywhere on YouTube, but you chose to be with me, and I appreciate that. I am so thankful for you, and we will chat soon, next Thursday to be exact. Bye.